I'm sharing my story here, hoping for some perspective. I tied the knot in my early 20s with Laura, believing we had a love others dreamed of. We built a life together, welcomed 2 children, Sophie and Ethan, and settled into a cozy, modest home. I poured long hours into my job as a builder to provide for them, while Laura took care of our home and kids. But over time, things shifted. Laura began dressing up more, going out late with her friends, and guarding her phone like it was gold. I brushed it off as overthinking until I stumbled across her messages, private, vivid, and painfully real. She was cheating. When I confronted her, she didn't flinch. Instead, she turned it on me. "You're always at work," she said. "You're never around." Suddenly, I was the one at fault. Within a week, she filed for divorce. The courts didn't favor me. Laura got the house, primary custody of Sophie and Ethan, and a hefty alimony payment. I was left with a cramped 1-bedroom apartment and visitation rights every other weekend. Worse, she turned the kids against me. By the time the divorce was finalized, I was the bad guy in their eyes. I tried to stay in their lives. I showed up for every visit, sent gifts, and never spoke ill of their mother. But their words echoed Laura's venom. "Why didn't you fight for us? Mom says you only cared about yourself. You don't love us." Hearing your own children say they despise you is a pain I can't put into words. Eventually, I stopped trying. Maybe that was a mistake. But the constant rejection broke me. Meanwhile, Laura's life seemed flawless. She paraded her new boyfriend, Tom, the man she cheated with, all over social media. They took lavish trips, bought a fancy car, and lived in the home I'd worked so hard to pay for. It felt like they'd stolen the life I'd built. But life has a way of balancing things out. 2 years post-divorce, rumors about Tom surfaced. He wasn't the wealthy entrepreneur Laura believed him to be. He had a trail of fraud and debts. His glamorous lifestyle was a facade. When his schemes unraveled, Laura was left in the wreckage. He drained her bank account, piled debts in her name, and vanished. She lost the house, the car, and her picture-perfect life. Then the calls began. "Hey, it's me," Laura's voice trembled. "I know I'm the last person you want to hear from, but I need you." I nearly scoffed. After everything she'd done, she wanted my help? She pleaded for another chance, saying she'd changed. "I was foolish and selfish," she confessed. "I see that now. You were a great husband, and I ruined it." Then came the real blow. Sophie and Ethan wanted to reconnect. "They miss you," Laura said. "They know I was wrong to turn them against you." But I'm not the man I was back then. I've spent years piecing my life back together, letting go of the hurt and anger. I've found peace, something I never had with Laura. So I told her, "I'm glad you've had this epiphany, but it doesn't erase the past. You made your choices, and I've made mine. I've moved forward, and you and the kids should too." Her response was a mix of disbelief and panic. "You can't mean that," she sobbed. "They're your children." Maybe I'm cold, but I held my ground. I'll always love them, but I'm not reopening that door. They're adults now. They can live their lives. As for you, Laura, I wish you well. Hanging up felt like the most liberating moment of my life. I won't pretend I don't second-guess myself sometimes. But then I recall the years of pain and struggle, and I know I made the right call for me. Life's too short to give second chances to those who shattered your first one. The biggest lesson I've learned: don't cling to what's gone. Sometimes the best move is to let it go. Thank you for watching Story. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell for more real-life stories.